everybody, and welcome to Good Medicine, presented by the West Virginia Democratic Party's Indigenous Caucus. I'm the co-chair of the Indigenous Caucus, Seth Sturm, and with me is Sandra Lynch, our secretary. Hey, Sandra, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Seth. Thank you for asking.
I know I'm so excited that we get to start this podcast. We've talked about it for a while. We've done a lot of planning. And hopefully this thing takes off and gets people's attention on Indigenous issues here in West Virginia and across the country. We aren't limited to talking to people in West Virginia. We hope that people from other places want to be a part of this, want to help us in our journey. We are the 15th Indigenous Caucus from any Democratic Party across the United States. We're starting off on a good foot. We have several members. I believe Washington State started with only 2. And we have at least 3 steady members. And I think that that's really good considering West Virginia has a relatively small Indigenous population. So our goal with the Indigenous Caucus is to bring people into the Democratic Party, but not just that, to be involved in the process. We believe that by having a more diverse party and having more people in positions of power that are coming from different backgrounds, that we're going to have better representation and better policies coming out from those places. So we want from every level, down from joining your state executive board, trying to run for state executive committee, school board, magistrate, whatever it is, whatever you want to do. We want to facilitate your getting involved, learning how to do it, and being part of the process. So that's kind of what we're here for. And we're really about lobbying people in the state legislators to do what it needs to be done for Indigenous people. So we're looking for Indigenous people to tell us what barriers they have in West Virginia to voting, what needs they are currently experiencing that are unique to them, perhaps, that we could address. We're putting together white papers so that we can do endorsements of candidates. We want this to be something that's good for all Indigenous people. And it's not necessarily just about bringing people into the party or doing this for the party. We're doing this for Indigenous people, and we're lucky to have this set up within the Democratic Party here in this state. Like I said, 15th in the nation, and it's pretty amazing that it's here in Trump country, West Virginia. So that's really neat, and I'm just really excited that we can get started.
I agree with you. Let me introduce myself, everyone, because I know you don't know me. My name is Sandra Lynch. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a grandmother, a great-grandmother, and a retired Air Force veteran with Indigenous, Native American, and Hispanic roots. So I always like to say I was born an American, and I'm about as American as you can be. I'm also, I'm also on the executive committee for the Berkeley County Democrats and the NAACP, and a member of Common Defense, which is a progressive, inclusive, activist veterans group, which is, a lot of people think that most veterans are conservative, but guess what? There's a whole bunch of us that are liberal and progressive. So I'm real happy about that. So I'm also here today with Seth to talk about all these issues that we have here in West Virginia and around the country. And hopefully we will bring some joy and some interest to our caucus and to our the people that we reach out to. So,
yeah, no, I think that we're going to see a lot of interest, because right now it almost feels like this is our time. Indigenous Peoples Day was just on October 11th, first one recognized officially by the president. I think that we're having a moment right now, and I think that this is the time to capitalize on it. So while people's eyes are on us, why people might be tuning into this just to see what's going on, it's the perfect time to talk about a few issues that are really important to Indigenous people across the country. But before we do that, I do want to talk about the Indigenous Caucus here and encourage people to come join the caucus. You can join as an ally. If you're Indigenous, we would love to have you as a voting member of the caucus. And this November 10th, Wednesday, November the 10th, we are having elections for officers, the parliamentarian, and we need a treasurer. So those elections will be held on November 10th. If you're Indigenous, please come run. We need all the help that we can get, please. So that's November the 10th. Information can be found on the Democratic Party's website, on their calendar at wvdemocrats.com.
Yeah, that'll be fun to have some more people if we can get them. So please join us. I encourage you to join us.
You can also email us at WVDP Indigenous Caucus at gmail.com. We'll get you added to the list and you can be a member. Just let us know if you're an ally, if you're Indigenous, whatever it is. We would love to have you. Quick note for anyone out there who's watching, who wants to help our cause, help this caucus grow, help us get events, help us get the word out. You can become a sponsor of the caucus, any level up to $5,000. And we will be very appreciative, and it will help us get the word out to more people. There will be an Act Blue link soon, I promise you. But in the meantime, your continued support is appreciated. And thank you so much if you've watched this, and we would really appreciate it if you would come, even as an ally, and sit in on our meetings. You can find more information again at wvdemocrats.com on the Democratic Party calendar. Go to November the 10th. There'll be information with the Zoom link. Alternatively, again, you can email us, WVDP Indigenous Caucus at gmail.com, and we'll add you to the roll. We'll get you on our mailing list, and you'll never miss a meeting. So we look forward to that, and we hope that we see you all sometime soon.
Thanks, Seth.
All right. See you all later.